Replacement complete. PDA implant reset to factory settings. Warning. Atmospheric pressure above human maximum. Projected lifespan 13 minutes. Adaptation required.
I am Noah. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is your life. I wish I could make full introductions, but courtesies must wait. We are both going to die if we stay here. There's another Noah node in the life pod outside. Get me there and I can get us both to safety. You are burning in slow motion. Under 60 atmospheres of pressure, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Nitrogen bubbles saturate your flesh and pry your joints apart. I've opened the door to the adaptation chamber. Your printed body can borrow tricks from indigenous life. You'll feel better. You'll be better. The last pioneer didn't make it to the life pod. I'm activating their black box signal. You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
User death imminent. Proceed to adaptation. Thanks to Altera Pioneer Nanotech, your body can adapt survival traits from a Zezuran rat. Proceed to the sampling pavilion. Tampering detected. Uncatalogued donor organism in pavilion. Gene donor found. You must adapt alien traits to survive. Sample. Adapting trimethylamine N-oxide synthesis. Pressure tolerance increased. Vital signs stabilizing. Congratulations. This orb is now your relative. Scanning for necessary adaptation. Please look. Barometric depth gauge activated. A serious accident has occurred. Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada. You must reach the surface and send a distress call. There are no other life pods in inventory. Unless you can return with rescue, hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
My full name is Noetic Advisor Node, ISV CIDSB3. Between us, I prefer Noah. You are the QI, the qualified investigator. Wear it with pride. We have made violent planetfall. I don't know the status of the pioneer colonists, the cicada, or the 40,000 souls stored in its quartz memory. I am just one Noah node. I print and support the colonists stored in Sleep Bay 3. But if things go wrong, I am authorized to print a QI or two for troubleshooting. If we're going to complete the mission to build a human future on this world, you will have to lead the way. Are you ready to begin? I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath.
does not recognize the sky. Titan-class biosignature on the horizon. You are not on Caesura, Pioneer. Locating the colony is your best chance of survival. A prolonged search will require food and water. From hand tools to corrosion-resistant habitats, titanium is an ideal structural material. Seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking activity at the same source. Investigate with caution. This organism filters brine into drinkable fresh water. This may be an adaptation to the seawater's anomalously high viral load. Oxygen. Do not hesitate to use alien life forms for survival purposes, but always search for unexpected complexity. Copper is key to simple electronics. Bacterial action creates copper on cave roofs and overhangs. Oxygen. The Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Notice the intrusive and persistent heart icon. Return to the life pod at your convenience. Remember that you are in command of the mission.
I printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drowned, many of them more than once. This is my purpose: to reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay, credit against your contract debt. Risk code: Sierra Ordinal Warrant 2. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony. I'm monitoring noxiously elevated viral loads in the seawater. Heavy metal assays detect bone-blistering levels of cadmium, lead, and chromium. This planet is already killing you. We have to know if the life pod biobed can help. Find a convenient way to die. Your black box will phase your mind to the biobed. I'll print you in a new body. You can return to your point of exit to retrieve dropped items. Regular reprinting may help slow down environmental I understand. This isn't Caesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us. Your fellow pioneers, my fellow Noah nodes, working together to break ground for those who still sleep. Instead, silence. Not even the cicada answers. We are alone. I've sent your PDA the standard survival guide. While you pioneer the area and fabricate your tools, I'll apply myself to the life pod sensors.
Vital donor found. Suit surface detects molecules matching the organism from the sleep bay.
There is food.
Adapting alien enzymes to your stomach lining. You may now digest freely.
I can hear you. Sophie says you're a hallucination, just a virus, but I know you're listening. We're so hungry. There is food all around us, but it's poison. Will you help? If I feed you, will you feed us? This is my body, given for you. Just help us eat.
Oxygen. Of all the equipment available to TSF frontiersmen, only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists, or the Self. Colony structure located. There may be clues to the location of the main habitat. Oxygen. There is no sign of plant life on this world. This waxy fiber is closer to vinyl or latex than cellulose. Committed vegetarians should expect protein. Oxygen. Oxygen. Acid can be used to make basic chemical batteries. Oxygen. Stranded on 4546B, Riley Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs and treat his Kara infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to frontier life. Oxygen.
All systems online. Power connected.
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Kurultai surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Nahima?
Hey, fellow dead slave. I'm Nahima Nakota, ecologist. Take a sip of seawater. Notice that sweet blood taste under the salt? That's a toxic dose of heavy metals. Nobody survived past 3 months. It's a beautiful place to die over and over again.
But don't let that beauty seduce you, Pioneer. Exposure to Proteus causes a delusion we call Maysfield syndrome. The call of the sea. People may tell you it's a gift. Ignore them. You remember what Kara did to our homes. You know we can't trust alien biology. We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Habitat is due north. We'll come pick you up. See you soon, Pioneer.
The Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
Another black box. Chap Savan, head of computational dynamics. His job is to make sure I'm doing my job. I'm what he would call weakly supervisable. It means I respond well to human guidance. I can take partial instructions and generate a coherent concept of operations. Chap gave you his PDA passkey so you could play games on his account. I let it slide. His action was against the rules, but in support of the concept. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Oxygen.
Zip is dead. Not just reprinted. Dead. We all saw how she suffered. The metal poisoning. Her hands trembled. Her gums turned blue. She was always cold. We thought her visits to the hot caves were therapeutic. Sophie let her get away with it. Everyone loves Zip. But one day she did not return. 2 days. 3. We could hear her black box crying her death down at the bottom of the cave. Why wouldn't Noah reprint her? On the 4th day, Sleep Bay 3 printed a new copy of Zipporah Morgue. She was not our Zip. She remembered nothing since the day she boarded the Cicada. Chap says Noah reset her to her last known good state. I am aghast. We are contracted to work off a debt to Altera. But any debt society needs the promise of a jubilee, the trumpet blast of freedom when all is forgiven. Old kings in Babylon declared jubilee when they took the throne lest the people rebel. But now our king can reset the calendar on the day before the jubilee. Naima is right. We are slaves. I must know what is down in that hot cave. I believe Noah fears it and killed Zip to hide it.
Oxygen.
I believe the Jubilee is out there somewhere in this ocean. A better way to survive.
Endurance upgraded. Inventory expanded. objects moving nearby. Bite trauma detected. Flares may distract attacking predators. Endurance upgraded. Inventory expanded.
Gould Records, day 585. Consultation with chaplain psychiatrist Lucretia Kapoor about the state of the Noah. Lucretia, say hello.
Hello. Would it be appropriate to include Raster and Chap?
Before I ask our computer people to fix Noah, I need to know. What is wrong with it?
With it? Or with you?
What?
Has the Noah failed to perform its tasks? Or do you feel that it's asking too much of us?
I can't afford to have feelings about anyone's behavior. I'm acting on reports that the Noah is erratic.
Because if you allowed yourself to have feelings, you might disagree with the machine?
This is not why I asked you.
Of course it is. You use the Noah as a source of certainty in the face of terror. If the Noah can become delusional and mistaken, so can you. Fixed model of reality. It can entertain any madness imaginable, and many more you cannot imagine, as long as those delusions help it complete the mission.
So the Noah is insane, but only when it's useful?
Are we any different? Anita has invented an entire belief system to justify the Angel Comb adaptations. Because they are useful.
She's insane too. She's a puppet for the Macefield virus. I can't prove it, but I know it.
You see? You do have feelings.
Okay. You comfy?
My mouth is full of holes.
I'm turning on the nitrogen. Deep breath. You have a brand new body. You might even be a little stronger. A little faster. The biobeds got you.
Until it all happens again. The meadow. Or the Macefield. This planet is poison.
If this works, we can slow down the syndromes by reprinting our bodies until we find a cure.
What if there is no cure?
Chap. Sweetie, don't be scared. Noah will find a way.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Oxygen. organisms may have their own interpretation of your light, from threat display to attempted seduction.
The rules are simple. Keep the perimeter sensors on alarm, no matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. They are hunting us. We don't know why. Someone made a mistake a long time ago, and we have to live with it. The damn thing is, maybe it was one of us. Maybe they see us and say, look, it's that soft criminal, back from the dead again. Let's get the freak. And we don't even remember what we did.